Right, hello everyone. Welcome to today's video. I'm very excited to get through this video. I actually already uploaded this video yesterday, but there was a problem with the audio. So I decided that it's best that we re-record and hopefully the audio is better today. But we're gonna be going through the same song yesterday by Precious. I'm just gonna also go through the first verse and the pre-chorus instead of the chorus again. But a lot of you probably haven't seen that video, but if you have, it's not going to be too different. I'm just still showing my processing. Yeah, so this is an amazing song by an amazing artist by the name of Precious, who's an amazing friend of mine. We'll take a look, or we'll take a listen rather, at like the part that we're going to be mixing, which is the part that we're going to be going through in the tutorial, which is the first verse and the pre-hook. What to take from this is that we recorded on a Perception 120. The only thing that I did that was like different was on the channel that I was recording on, I recorded through this plugin with this exact preset called the air female vocal. Yeah, so let's take a listen. Oh, also I recorded really low. Yeah, so everything I was doing was I was gaining it through um the Neve plugin. So yeah, let's take a listen to what we're gonna be going through.
I lie cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones of mine keep on taking more. Overdose, roller coaster, on and on. Thrill for joy, unhealthy, temporary, quick to fade. Almighty, hold my hand, take this cup of
Well, that happened. There was a lot going on in this mix, in terms of like the power. So just to save some CPU, let's just turn all this off, and we'll go through it piece by piece. But that's how it sounds. Not a lot going on in this mix, to be quite honest, because um, if I were to show you the vocal, this is the vocal session. There's not that many vocals, right? And then the beat was mixed in another session with the vocals. It was a whole thing, but it worked. um, Basically, if I were to show you this entire session, there's what I was trying to do with the recording with Precious, as well as how she wrote the song, was we wanted to create tension in certain places, like dips and then peaks, and then quiet moments again because of how she wrote the song, and what the song was about. So it needed to be that, like, a, it needed to the vocals needed to feel lonely at a certain point, and then needed to feel like they have company at other points, big and at one point and small at another. So we'll go through this lead vocal for the intro verse. Intro verse sounds like the multiverse. That was such a dad joke. But um we're gonna go through this vocal. This is how it sounds when it's raw. All I have going on here is multiband compressions, which is vocal one, and then like the gain plugin. Okay, so we're gonna be going through this vocal with none of the processing on, just to hear how it sounds coming in clean.
I lie cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones of mine keep on taking more. Overdose, roller coaster, on and on. Thrill for joy, unhealthy, temporary, quick to fade.
So that's how it sounds when it just came in clean from the mic. And the Neve that I had on the channel I was recording, and then this is how it sounds with the processing.
I lie cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones of mine keep on taking more. Oh,
Well, we had that situation again, and to be quite honest, I'm not too happy about it. But alas, we move. So now what we're going to be going through now is everything that I did on the vocal, right? So we're gonna start with um all the all the all the plugins that I use, generally we're gonna switch everything off and then go through it one by one, right? So I'm gonna turn the beat off too. Right. Okay, so when I started this vocal, what I wanted to do at firstly was just bring it out a bit more. So I put the Neve on again and then I just gained it a bit more in comparison to where I was recording with it.
I like
Off,
cold on my bedroom
on.
floor. These dry bones are mine.
So if you can tell that like this Neve actually gave us like quite a lot of presence. I really liked it. Then I put the game plugin on again because it felt like I was thinking about later when I start compressing and I'm doing like any type of output compression. I don't want it to be that loud. So I want it to start off low and as we go in with each of the plugins it comes up. So then the game plugin.
I like cold on my bedroom floor.
So I liked how that was sounding. And in pitch correction, what we did was slides. We were just touching it just a bit, just touching it small, Um, then we went in.
I like cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones.
Not too much going on. And then the next thing we went into was the Pro Q3, just taking out some resonant frequencies. It's on,
I like
off.
cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones are mine.
So you could tell, like, not that we lost some weight, but like it got carved out really nicely. So we'll just take a listen at the resonant frequencies I was hearing.
I like cold bedroom
That
floor.
didn't
Are
like that.
mine. Keep on
Definitely did not like this.
on and on. Thrill for joy.
We didn't like that.
Quick to fade.
Right. And then we de-essed. We did it all around because I knew when I start EQing later, what I'll be hearing. I don't want to boost frequencies and start getting too siblincy. So I needed to do an all around DS where it just doesn't strike where the siblings hits. It hits those frequencies between 5K and 12K exact like all around throughout the vocal because when I start boosting, I don't want any of that coming back up.
I like cold
Off,
on my bedroom
on,
floor.
feels a bit darker, which is what I like. Then we went in the de-stress and now this brought the volume out. This was more of a feeling move. I don't know exactly why I put this on, but I remember it as more of a feeling move.
I like cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones are mine.
Now that's feeling silky and really smooth. Next thing we went into was the SSL each channel. I didn't boost any high because I boosted high as we'll see later with the high end or the high. I didn't boost any high end because later on, or high mid frequencies because later on I'd boost them on the mag EQ. So what we did was we did a cut in the low mid frequencies around 900 hertz around there. We did a cut there, and then we also did another cut in the low frequencies around 300 hertz. We're cutting around 3 dB on each. Yeah, 1 and 3 dB around there for each. So this is how it sounds.
I like cold.
Sounds thin, right? Sounds thin, right? Take it off.
I like cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones are mine. Keep on.
Sounds thin, right? Trust me. We're going somewhere. Trust me. Then the next thing we went into was the mag EQ.
I like cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones are mine.
Sounds a lot more solid now that we got that smoothness without it being heavy, but it also still feels a bit. It has some nice weight, some fluff to it. So we boosted some of the sub frequencies, and then we boosted again at 160 hertz, and then again at 2.5K. And then we boosted in the high end, and yeah, that's how it sounds with it on.
I like cold on my bedroom floor.
On.
These dry bones are mine. keep on taking more.
Right? We like that. We like that. That's the mag EQ. Then we went into the C2 compressor. I think this was just to start controlling it a bit more dynamically.
I like cold on my bedroom floor.
Also, one thing I liked about this was it only dipped at certain peaks. I just set it, I put it on, and then the only thing I adjusted was the threshold and the ratio. Because when you put it on, I think it's at 6. Is it a 6? Yeah, is it a 6 or 4? Yeah, I'm not sure. I put it back at 4. But yeah, I like it. As soon as you land on this, I just adjusted the threshold. This how sounds with it off.
I like cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones of mine keep on taking more. Overdose.
I like that because I think that what the reason why I put that on, especially also the distressor. I think what it did was I liked how it brought out some of not even I'd say is artifacts in her vocals, like taking more. She has like not a rasp, but there's a tone there, and these two compressors brought it out really nicely. And then the next thing is we were adding some more body and some not really adding like that, but like we wanted to bulk it up a bit more. That's why I put the pool tech on, and I boosted more in the mid, like the 4K region. Yeah, is it 4K? I'm not sure, but yeah, we boosted around the mid range, which is what I liked, and the low end. So yeah, this how it sounds with the pool tech on.
I like cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones of mine.
That gave it life, okay? That really gave it life. And then we put on the 1176 Reve. What I liked about this was it brings out the body again, like, and it details the vocals quite nicely, and also just to get some more control.
I like cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones of mine keep on taking more.
We like that. We like that. Then the next thing I went into was the black box. To be honest, this was a set it and forget it. I didn't change much. I just put it on because I just wanted it to go through these tubes. Then it sounds like.
I like cold on my bedroom floor. These dry.
Alright, CPU. And then the next thing that we went into was the DSR. I liked how this sounded like. Just to control it for the last time. This now, it was no longer an all-round DS. It was hitting specifically the resonant frequencies. So this is how it sounds.
I like cold on my bedroom floor. These dry bones of mine.
Alright, CPU again. But generally, that's what we went into. And then the next thing I definitely went into. Hold on. The next thing that I did was I really tried to control the not control, but add some space to it. So we did like a harsh effect on one of the delays, like it's really low. And then the next thing we put on was the Valhalla verb, and then capital chambers. I like that. I kept it in the same room. I just changed the mic. Room 6. Yeah, room 6. And then I put this mic on, and I like that. And it sounded like this.
I like cold.
So it added some space, but the vocals still didn't lose any presence. So basically, that's how the lead. I processed this lead, and then the next one, I'll play the entire song. But please go stream it. It's not out yet, but follow Precious on Instagram. All her details will be in my bio. And then we have this part now, which again, the important part about it was how we recorded it. Like the recording was essential because that's how we stacked it was important. This part was supposed to be one of the dips, like I was speaking about earlier. So it sounds like this.
Almighty, hold my hand. Take this cup of staggering. Please, 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 please. I can't take anymore. So speak your.
So yeah, that's the hook. We'll mute the hook just so so that we don't get lost in the source. So we'll mute the hook so that we don't get lost in the source. And this is the pre-hook. This
Almighty, hold my hand. Take
we wanted those low vocals to come out. We didn't do too much reverbing and delay. I think what we did was we had a capital chamber on, and then some Valhalla, and then a Valhalla again, two different types of Valhallas. Um, we just needed it to feel like a dip, and these vocals needed to feel like they're hugging you tight. Hence the whole mighty hold my hand, which sounded really dope. So individually, these vocals have their own each of these individual vocals have their own type of processing, which they go through the Neve Air vocal preset, and then I put some then I did some pitch correction, then some compression with the C2, and then some channel EQ, which is a high pass and just a dip around like 400 hertz, and then de-essing because I'm gonna boost later, and I don't want the high frequencies to kind of be like just be uncomfortable to the ears. Yes, all my English ran away today, guys, so apologies for that. And then this is just another moment. This please, please, please is an ad lib, which we did similar processing to how we processed this. The only difference was the 76 and the Pultec. Yeah, but the 76 was set similarly to how it was set in the main vocal, just according to taste here. Right, so now all of these are being sent to a summing channel, and in the summing channel, that's where all the magic happens. So we're gonna go through it one by one.
Almighty, hold my hand. Take this.
That's without anything in the summing channel. First thing we go into is an all-round de-esser.
Almighty.
By all-round, guys, what I mean is this mode. This mode is gonna be all-round. This mode right here, all-round, and then it's gonna hit these frequencies throughout the vocal, not just when the sibilants, when there's anything that causes sibilants, just throughout the vocal. So the 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 premise of this is so that later when I boost, because now I'm processing everything as a whole, later when I boost frequencies, I don't have any sibilants or any type of frequencies that are going to be uncomfortable to the ear, right? So now we go into the de-esser, then we go into the Fairchild. The Fairchild is just to compress it, to glue it together, so it just touches it and it feels nice, you know? Yeah, so this is how it sounds.
Almighty, hold my hand. Take this cup of staggering, please.
So it brings it down and it glues it like really well, which we really like. Then it goes into the Q3 compressor. Nice, Q3, the Pro Q3. Again, we're taking out resonant frequencies. We did a dynamic vibe here. But yeah, resonant frequencies again.
Almighty, hold my hand.
So you need to just, I'm hoping everyone knows how to check for resonant frequencies. You just push it up and you scan. As soon as you feel something uncomfortable, is not supposed to sound nice and doesn't fit into the sound that you're trying to make, you then take it off. Or dip it down, and you change the Q according to taste. Yes. So this is how it sounds with the Q3.
Almighty, hold my hand.
Then the next thing we went into is a multi-band compressor, the Lindell one by Plugin Alliance. To be honest, I said I put a mix bus preset on it because this was the first time I was using this compressor, this multi-band compressor, this plugin in general. So I like scrolling through the presets to hear how it actually sounds, and we landed on this, and I liked it. Adjusted the threshold just a bit, but left everything else as is. Then we go into another de-esser again because I think at this point I was just thinking that I don't like how bright it's sounding. I want it smooth, but I don't want it too bright. So then we did a single vocals, meaning this is gonna catch just the S's or the very sibilant letters in the vocal basically. So we made it even tighter, 10K to 13K. This is how it sounds with it on.
Almighty, hold my hand. Take this cup.
So the take this cup, it de-esses those parts. Then now we will go into the SSL. Is this the SSL? No, it isn't. I thought it was because I saw BX console. So here what we did was, I need to remember, we boosted high mid frequencies, because I remember we boosted the high end, I think, on the Pultec, and then we cut some low mid frequencies around this. So this is how it sounds with this plugin on.
Almighty, hold my hand. Take this cup of staggering.
It was more fluffy, right, and bright, and had that silk. Then we go into the Pultec, where we boosted some low end and attenuated it just a bit. Then we boosted mids on we boosted some of the mid range here. Bandwidth, we made the bandwidth a lot more broad, and then we attenuated the vocal some more. It's like, because guys, remember when I was mixing the song, I wasn't thinking, okay, we're gonna boost this frequency. It was just a feeling thing. So now I'm trying to remember as we go through it again. But this is how it sounds like with Pultec.
Almighty, hold my hand. Take this cup of staggering. Almighty, hold my hand.
Right. So now with the Pultec, it just did more than what the 9099 did. To be honest, I was just trying this plugin out. I have no idea what it is, but I like it because usually I use the SSR. Then I gain the gain plugin a bit more. These were just too loud. I did a 0.9, like loaded by 0.9 the entire channel. And the last thing we went into, I wanted some of that tape sound, so we went into the Studer tape stutter. Is it Studer stutter? Every video I ask myself. But then we use the 456 tape, input all the way down, output all the way up, to get the full sound. But this is how it sounds with everything else.
Almighty, hold my hand. Take this cup of staggering.
Then we did some space. So it sounds.
Almighty, hold my hand. Take this cup of staggering.
Very slight, very slight. Even the tails feel soft. Yeah, indeed. And then with this specific please, please, please vibe here, we just panned it left to right.
Please, 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 please.
Yeah, so we just panned it left to right, and it's very present. It comes out a lot. Yeah. So this is how I process this kind of a R&B. This is more gospel music, but this is how I processed this R&B style type of a song. When the song's out, I'll do like a full version. There's a lot of exciting stuff here at the end with these vocals. But yeah, the song sounds bigger than it actually looks. And on my mix bus, which is just on my stereo outs, all I have is the God Particle and then the Better Maker EQ. I did this subtle mix sweetener preset because it's the first time I was using it. Alicia mastering compressor. I did the spiced. Shadow Hills mastering discrete steel. Starting point, guys. Remember when I put these presets on? Because I just need an idea of the sound I want out of the plugin, and I just adjust from there. And then I'll tune. I just put this on, and then I needed a slower attack and a faster release, just so it touches it a bit more. Yeah, I needed to catch those picks that I needed it to catch those. But yeah, this is how we got to the song. We'll just play it one more time. Hopefully our CPU doesn't crash. Indeed. So we'll just play it from the top. Whoa. Well, that didn't last long. But yeah, that's how the song sounds. I just was very excited to get through this mix. Quite a lot going on, but a very exciting song. But the biggest takeaway from all this, guys, is that when working with like music like this, it's very important to really go for feeling more so. Don't focus on what the frequencies you're boosting are and being too technical. What's like really, really, really important is the feeling. What I was chasing in this mix was feeling more than anything else. I wanted the vocals to feel like they're floating. They need to feel light but not thin. They needed to feel smooth and silky. But yes, that is all I have for you today. I am BT. If you want some mixing and mastering services, you can hit me up on WhatsApp, my email, my Instagram, and I think I also have engineers in my description. And until the next video, if you need me for mixing and mastering services, that's where you'll find all my details and hit me up. Hopefully, you've learned something and you can apply something in your own mixes. Until the next video, guys, hopefully you've learned something. Please let's interact in the comment and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Yes, I never say that in videos, but I'm saying it today. Like, comment, and subscribe. Looking forward to collaborating with some of you guys, and I hope you've learned something. Until next time, cheers.